Thank you for coming tonight. My name is Nikki Greenhalgh, and I played soccer here at the University of Wisconsin. I'm from Novi, Michigan, which is right outside Detroit, Ann Arbor area. And as you can imagine, my family is the only family wearing red on Saturdays, given we're surrounded by Spartans and Wolverines. So, but I've kind of been used to this my whole life because I actually grew up a Badger. My grandparents, Bob and Doris Greenhalgh, raised their family of 6 boys in Baraboo. And so for any of you who do not know where that is, it's about 40 miles from here. Very tiny town. Wisconsin has many of those. My grandparents graduated from Wisconsin in class, and they were part of the class of 1936 and 1937. One Bascom Hill was the entire campus. So there would be no need for mopeds and no transportation services. Too many tickets I've paid for. Anyways, and ironically, and my grandfather also played on the football team his freshman year here. Ironically, neither of my dad nor his 5 brothers attended the university, but they've always rooted for Wisconsin sports, and still do. I am actually the only second of the 3rd generation to graduate from here. And in fact, I've been watching Badger football since day 1, literally. The day I came home from the hospital on December 5th, 1993, I was 3 days old. And that same night, Wisconsin beat Michigan State in Tokyo for a spot in the Rose Bowl. We won. According to my dad, I refused to go to sleep, and I kept my eyes open for the entire game. Who would have thought that this was an omen? I came to Wisconsin in the fall of 2011, very excited and pretty confident. Soccer was my sole identity in high school, and I knew I was good at it. I had taken my team to back-to-back state championships and was named All-State First Team. But that first season in Madison, even that first week, was a wake-up call. I showed up and knew no one. I wasn't the best anymore, and this new intense environment scared and intimidated me. I had no confidence and didn't play much. For the first time, soccer wasn't going well for me. I was frustrated and embarrassed for that my identity was ruined. I felt a lot of pressure from people back at home, and I put a lot of pressure on myself. I wasn't scoring all the goals or making the big plays anymore. Instead, I was on the sideline, subbing for people who needed a quick break. I had to be happy for my team, even though I felt I had no impact. This was a very, very humbling experience. And so for the first time, I was lost and alone and not happy that I was playing soccer. This was not my plan because it wasn't going well. And so I started to look at other activities. I realized I loved science, so I decided I wanted to pursue a major in biology. I also became actively involved in St. Paul's campus ministry and Athletes in Action. Soon, soccer was only part of my life, and I became much more team-focused and continued to work hard and wait my turn. Over the next 3 years, I encountered adversities with injuries, including knee surgery and a stress fracture in my foot. Both injuries sidelined me, again, not according to plan. And then in my last season, this past fall, I finally had a chance and had a spot in the starting lineup. I scored big goals in big moments, including the winning goal after coming back from a 2-0 deficit against Michigan, and we beat them 3-2. We went on to win the Big Ten regular season championship, and I was named to the All Big Ten tournament team. So you could say, yeah, I ended on a high note. But these individual accomplishments don't mean anything compared to the journey that I went through with my teammates. And being part of something bigger than myself was way more rewarding. So how did I finally figure it out? It wasn't until my 4th season where I really got it. So last year, my assistant coach, Tim Rosenfeld, who's right over there, was known for saying live and play big in the moment, because the only moment is now, and you will never have that moment back. This really resonated with me going into this final season, because I knew that soccer was going to be over. And for the first time, I had no plan. I wasn't anxious about what was going to happen. I just enjoyed every moment, and I played the best soccer once I stopped overthinking everything. If only I'd figured this out sooner. So I'm passing this message on to you guys, my fellow student athletes. Wherever life takes you in this next challenging chapter, enjoy every moment. And even this weekend, enjoy every moment with your family, because we only graduate from Wisconsin once. And like I said, soccer has only soccer is only part of my experience. Many of the best experiences have been with the people in this room. And as I look around, I pretty much know all the student athletes here that are graduating, and that's really, really cool. So I just want to thank you guys for making this a great experience, and I wish you all the best of luck in the next chapter. Thank you.